Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, we're back again.
Hi.
We're going to be watching more Breaking Bad today. We are on season 5, episode 2. Last season, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, and again, we love this freaking show. It is hard to watch once a week, but the adrenaline rush that we feel, like my heart races so bad.
That's right.
And usually I'm on my second coffee by the time we start watching this, so I'm like, no, don't drink the coffee, because it's like I'm already sensitive to it. I don't want to be like...
And the darker it gets.
Yes, it gets very dark. And man, Walt, again, we knew he was going down this dark path, and he's a lot of pride, and, you know, being Heisenberg since the beginning, we saw a little bit of that from, like, I think it was even the first episode when he blew up that car or whatever, but, you know, it's getting worse, and him, like, he's just so proud of chemistry, and he is very impressive, but, yeah, he's getting really bad, and I was really hoping he wasn't going to go down that same dark path that Gus did, but he is.
Oh, yeah.
He confronted Saul, like, no problem, like, right in his face. I'm like, yeah, that's not normal at all. Like, I know you've been through a lot, but you're doing a power play right now, and Saul gets that.
And Saul was pretty, cowardly.
He was, yeah.
Yes, he was, very much so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's a good, like, lawyer, but he knows when to shut up, and
he's into it. He's going to be in trouble just as much, you know. In different
definitely.
ways, in different crimes.
That's right.
Yeah.
But, you know, he can take him down, too, so.
I kind of have an idea what might happen. I have no idea, and I have not been spoiled, but I don't want to say it because I'm afraid if I'm right that it might, like, ruin it for you guys, so I'm not going to say it, but I have been talking to Greg about it, and he will not tell me anything. I'm about to tell you something I'm assuming may happen, but I don't want you to even, like, hint that it's gonna. And he was good. I shouldn't have said anything, but he was really good, and he didn't say anything. But I told him my idea, and then he was like, well, again, I'm not saying anything, but I'm glad you're watching this show, and, yeah, I think you're gonna like season 5. So that's all he said.
And Greg's our brother.
Well,
yeah, Greg's our brother, yes.
Loves Breaking Bad.
Bet you something's going to happen to Ted.
Yeah, that's right.
Anything,
Yeah, because I felt that. We had that whole debate
definitely.
last time. So, Mom, how do you feel about Ted? Do you think Ted is being, not conniving, but do you think he's trying to manipulate Skylar still? Like, trying to get more money out of her, like, making her feel guilty? Or do you think he's actually afraid of her?
I think he's actually afraid of her.
Mm-hmm. So, again, we don't know, because we had this whole debate last time, so I don't know either, because before I was in denial where I didn't think he was trying to get more money out of Skylar either, and Kim was right there that he was. And I was like, I don't know, really? And now I'm kind of...
still doing it. Now he's playing, feel empathy for me, and my whole family, and how am I going to provide for my family kind of attitude.
He might be. Yeah, and I think I'm just so gullible where I'm like, I think he's really afraid of her now and just like, please, like, you know, I got kids and all that. But I don't know. So I really want to watch more. Also to say, Kim, I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, but I know it probably helps you too, and it'll help other people watching that, of course, we're all in this together with the pandemic, and some people do, unfortunately, have COVID-19, and you did recently test positive for COVID-19, you and your husband. And how are you feeling today? This is so many days in already, and every episode we've been uploading, we've been keeping track of that. So day 6.
Day 6 of being tested positive. Today I have more energy. You know, it's early in the morning, but my temp's okay. My pulse ox is okay. Same with hubby's. He's got a little bit more congestion today, a little bit harder breathing, but not bad. Don't get, you know, it's not bad. It's just a little, just take your time, you know, and I keep texting him, deep breaths, just take it easy.
It's good that you guys are really trying to take care, because, not that people ignore it, but you know, it's not like a normal flu or anything, so it's good that you're taking all the precautions, and your doctors have been telling you to do these certain things that you have been doing, and the vitamins you've been taking, the C, the D is really good, and being out in the sun, not to get overheated, but like to get the vitamin D now and again is good.
Walking in the yard.
Yeah, I know, because I get it, and I think that's
I don't get off the property.
That's so caring of you guys, too, because they do have neighbors all around them. I mean, they have, you know, not a busy neighborhood, but I get it, because you guys are sick, but say if you have someone walking 20 feet behind you. I'm just doing it just to move
around for, you know, blood clots and stuff like that.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's good. You have to move around, and you're doing everything you can. You're resting when you can, but they say you should be moving around a lot, but not overexerting yourself, and sleeping on your stomach is good. A huge no-no is your back. So that's a big thing they're stressing now, because you can actually flood your lungs that way, and you get less oxygen. You kind of squish your lungs when you're laying on your back. So you have to lay on your stomach or your side, or just like lay on your recliner if you have a recliner or a couch, but don't lay on your back. So
That's
I'm glad
right,
you guys
yeah.
are doing all these different things, and you know, we're always like contacting
We
each
got a
other to
great
make sure
support
everything's
system,
good.
you know. Yeah, we got
That's
It's
people around
important.
us. Storm has been great.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, no.
Fantastic.
Honestly,
good.
you're always
Our
awesome.
kids
Mom's
have
always
been
awesome.
great.
We're a great family unit, so we always help each other when things are, you know, go awry. And I think you're doing awesome, and you're trying to stay positive about it, and you're being strong, but it's still
That's right.
scary, and I get that. So it's like whenever you
It
need
is,
to talk
yeah,
about it,
yeah.
and this probably
I
helps.
have moments of, you know, like, oh no, when's it gonna hit? You know? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
because you
gonna
never
do
know,
this.
and that's
Yeah.
the thing. You hear these
Scary.
things, and it's normal for a while, and then it could just hit hard. You said like the 7th day.
My,
you've been
yeah,
told
our
by your
physician called
doctors.
yesterday to see how we're doing, and she said, you know, my husband said, oh, are we out of the woods yet? You know, it's day 5, and she said, no, really. She says that we're seeing cases that are 7 to 10 days out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then they start getting, you know, their symptoms worsening. So tomorrow will be
crazy.
day
That's a
7.
long time.
Yeah, we're just like counting the
Crazy.
days.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I know. Isn't that crazy though?
But we're
But like
just
you were
worried
about
about today.
there.
We're about
Yeah.
this moment. Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully
No.
it'll just be fine. But yeah, just not knowing is really scary.
That's
So.
scary.
Right, and there's
It
so
is.
many
Very scary.
variations of it.
Mhm.
Like
Oh, yes.
all along, I've been having a headache and exhaustion, a little tightness in my chest, and then Mike has the cough, the one you've been hearing about, the fever and the cough. So
Mhm. Yeah, so I'm glad you're doing okay so far. And again, having a support system is absolutely important. It really is. And honestly, like if you know anyone who has COVID, especially if they're alone and don't have like good support, not that you might know, but it's good to keep in touch and ask them how they're doing,
That's
just
right.
to make sure, because God forbid they need help. I know you have to practice social distancing, especially with someone who is infected that you know for sure. It's just they don't want to be alone either. Like if some people just ignore it, but like a lot of people do care about it. So, you know, you should really just keep in touch with your loved ones.
That's
and,
right.
and your
Right,
friends,
and
and see if they
that's-
need anything, even if you could drop something off in their driveway, because they shouldn't be going out, you know, at that point.
they can't.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they can't.
can't.
And
They
you
cannot
know,
be
I had the
no.
girlfriend, like I told you before, I just throw something on the yard and just say, I love you.
Yeah.
Fetch it.
Whatever, you know. It's
Yeah.
just, it's great. It's
Hey.
that nice those little notes of love is really nice.
That's
It's really
Yeah.
Yeah.
comforting.
I can only imagine, and I say, God forbid, hopefully, you know, we don't want it to go to anyone else. We don't want it to go to
That's
you, of
right.
course, and but
Oh,
I
boy.
probably will need that support too when it's my turn. Not to laugh,
It
sorry, that's
won't be.
nervous
It
laughter.
won't be.
I know, and just Ryan's in the workforce, you know, and he's on the front lines, and
That's
they
right.
can't really practice social distancing, unfortunately, because they are just constantly in each other's faces working on the highway, and you can't hear each other, and it gets hot out. Now it's getting hotter out, and it's just all these things
It's a
that
terrible
it's hard. So
situation.
you're always like
Yeah.
inches away from each
Shield,
other
face
yelling.
shield, I'm telling you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
A little megaphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, a little
Right.
microphone or
Yeah,
walkie-talkie
that's right.
or something, but it's just so hard to get everyone on the same page. That's
That's
the biggest
right.
thing that
Because
people.
Ryan's, he's so great though with using his mask and things.
Yeah, he is. He is really good. So, but yeah, so hopefully you guys are doing well, and I just wanted to, share that information with all of you guys too, because I know a lot of people are scared and going crazy being at home. So hopefully we can bring you some comfort and support for Kimmy as well, because I know it's really
That's
hard,
right.
and doing this I know
Yeah.
helps because we get to leave reality and have fun with
Right.
something else.
Get my
And
mind
right.
off of it.
yeah, and even though Breaking Bad is scary, it's like a fun scary, and it's like we're not in this situation, so it's good. you know,
Yes,
so it's
right.
fun
Oh, yeah,
watching
it's all fun.
outside.
Very fun.
Yeah, so this one's
It's
called.
adrenaline.
Yes, it is adrenaline rush for sure, and this is called. I'm going to totally say it wrong. Madrigal. Madrigal.
I can't see it. From
Madrigal.
here,
Oh, it's so tiny right now on your screen. Yeah, because you're watching on your
I'll have to
iPad.
get
Right?
Not magical. Madrigal.
And Mom in
Madrigal.
3D.
Madrigal. Madrigal.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's a location. Yeah. So
I
shall
like
we
your
get
hat,
into it?
Mom.
I know. I love that
Yes.
too. Mom's going all Heisenberg on us. No.
Yeah, see?
Oh, and
She's
Kim
get-
has
Getting
Tinkerbell.
darker and darker in here.
Darker and darker. I'm Mary
Tinkerbell.
Poppins, y'all.
And I have a green.
Tinkerbell,
And I have
I'm
a
an angel.
green mug.
But Mom, you do have a lot of cartoon mugs that left in your kitchen. If you ever
Yes, I'm
wanted
gonna have to
them.
get them.
Ooh, oh, and I should
No,
do this one too. I got both. One has water.
Wow, double fisted.
Oh wow!
So thank you. This was from a
Oh.
fan.
Oh,
And I keep
wow.
saying I'm going to give it to one of you guys, but just because of social distancing, I haven't been to your houses.
Oh.
I wish I could
Someone
just
else
pass
give
it.
me one. Give me a mom
I
one,
know,
guys.
so pass it over, or I have to pass it over this way, or up here. All right, so you guys ready?
Ready.
All right, 502.
Dies hier ist eine neue Konzeption.
He's not even impressed.
French dressing, halb French. Obwohl unsere Freunde in Marketing es vielleicht etwas
French.
They're like intimidated by him.
Agent Kickers. Das allerdings ist eine Uniformulierung, erdacht, gastliche Notfälle zu mildern, die vom Original...
I'm just hungry.
He's going to eat him like that.
He likes it plain.
I always think the worst. I love ketchup, but I am funny with chicken nuggets sometimes.
I won't have it either.
Well, if it's a good chicken nugget. What does good mean? Fried.
Oh, the chicken company. Maybe he's going to buy...
Oh,
Those
yeah,
polos.
probably.
Oh.
They're taking it down.
I don't know. This
Movie
guy, he's
laundering
sweaty
outfit.
now.
Okay, I'll take it.
He's sweaty now like he's scared, so I don't know.
Oh, police. Oh, he must be a partner of...
Gus, maybe?
Gus?
Do you think he's a partner of Gus?
Oh, there, yeah.
He is.
Oh,
Pictures.
yeah.
Wow, so he was international? AED? Oh, no.
Oh, what's he going to
What's
do
he
with
gonna have?
that?
Give himself a heart attack?
I know, so I was thinking.
He's gonna...
So that's why he's going with the chicken nuggets.
He's gonna
my last
disrobe
meal.
just like Gus does.
Yeah.
Nice and neat.
Not that I would ever do that, but I'd be like,
My gosh.
I have to use the bathroom.
I always
my
disrobe when I go back.
That's so scary to know you're going to kill yourself.
I don't know. I've never heard of anyone that's
Sorry.
not putting it on.
Ew.
Oh!
Oh,
he's
my
gonna zap
gosh.
himself.
Oh,
Oh my god, shots.
Stick your finger in the toilet and you really get shocked. Oh,
Just
yeah.
like that.
Oh, I guess so.
oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a funny scene.
It's all
What's he
burned
doing
up,
now?
It's gone.
And now he's putting salt in it to make it look like it's...
Some innocent person, some
He's
kid,
so
maybe,
caring.
and they're gonna pick it up and it's gonna...
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come over.
Oh, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna fake that one and say, "There it is, Jesse."
I wouldn't even touch it. Don't sniff it and be weird.
Oh,
Just
so
in
that's
case.
just in case.
Oh, jeez. he
Thinks of everything. Like, no one would look there.
Turning the house upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, montages. Roomba.
Song. Oh my god.
He's so caring.
He's making him do that.
Anything to make it look real, right?
Yeah,
Could it be in there?
I already checked it.
It's so in there.
it's gonna be there because he knows what it is. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh.
Just to touch it like that, don't touch. I mean, I know it's not real anymore, but
Look at him. He's so relieved. Look at him.
he's such a good
Yeah.
person. Oh my God, Jesse.
What a mastermind.
Walt's bad. Yeah, I
Yes,
just.
he is.
He's bad.
So
with it.
devious. So
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
emotional.
Oh, I wanna hug him.
God. Oh, God.
I almost shot you.
Oh, and see.
Oh, and he feels bad. He almost shot him.
Yeah.
Because no one's probably leaving this away. I didn't.
Oh, and he still calls
I'm
him.
sorry.
It's okay.
Stupid.
Stop that now. Come on. I want you to think about that as we go forward.
As we go forward.
No.
He's like, forward. I'm done.
Go forward where?
I always say it, but I
You
love
sure?
Mike.
Who's got insure and a beer? Yeah, good
Yeah,
diet.
That's it. It's a well-balanced diet, don't you know?
We're here to talk partnership.
Yep.
Partnership. Yes. Equal. 3 ways. You, Jesse, and me.
We've had
Don't test
our
them.
issues, you and I.
You killed someone I was loyal to.
Leave emotion out of this decision.
Mike's right.
You are a time bomb. Tick, tick, ticking. And I have no intention of being around for the boom.
I can see his point.
Somebody's got to go under the bus.
Oh, they're making him, they're
We'll do right.
helping him along with the retirement.
The whole night we were laughing, and it's somebody else completely. Right under my nose.
Is Hank thinking about Walt?
Maybe.
I would like a cup of hot water, filtered, if possible, and a single slice of lemon. And I'm assuming you don't have stevia.
God.
Very
This must be
particular.
fun.
You coming to me or am I coming to you? I guess I'm coming to you.
Yeah, because that's not awkward. Like you're talking to yourself. Like what? You're both talking to
Right.
yourself.
Unless he had like an earbud, it would look like he's talking
Yeah.
to someone on the phone. But
Yeah.
Dwayne, this is so... Thank you. How did I not see you sitting back there? So weird.
Oh my gosh, she's so bad at that.
I'm good.
oh, she called him something else.
Those 11 men, and I think you know this, Mike. Those 11 could sink us.
You want me to kill every man
Yeah.
on that list?
That's a leap.
I don't know.
Don't we have some kind of code to send?
My guys are solid. I vetted them with great care. And Free
Might
made
take
sure
you
they were
out.
well compensated in the event of a situation such as this. Look at me.
For him to say that
Say
too.
you understand.
I understand.
She liked the fun money
Like your
side, I'm
hot
sure, but she didn't realize
Hot water.
he's such a father figure.
Wow.
Don't worry, be calm.
She's so unstable.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chow.
he's in there. Oh,
How you
how's the
want?
hand?
Okay. Hey, talk to me.
You can't smoke in here, Chow. Forget your handcuffs. I'm confused. Am I under arrest here or am I not?
That's where they get a lot of people, huh? They just
He's a
intimidate
boss,
you.
ain't he?
Yeah.
$1 in your granddaughter's name.
I don't know anything about
Oops, no walk away.
Oh, I know he's so mad though, because I got him.
Is he networking today?
No more RVs.
Crystal ship.
Ah,
Crystal
called
shit.
it. Can I offer a thought?
I'm so scared now.
Say a guy wins the lottery today. What's the one thing he does not do? He does not go buy another lottery ticket.
Counting the money that I owe Jesse, I'm about 40 grand in the hole. Does that seem like an acceptable start?
Out of all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mom, God.
That's me.
The DEA. Say they want to talk more.
I'm sure they do.
He's gonna give in.
What do you want me to do about
He's
it?
gonna. He's
understand.
gonna give in.
No, we gotta talk. Not on the phone. Can you come to my house?
He's gonna kill you.
They're gonna capture that phone call too.
Give me 2 hours.
You have to be tough and
Is
just
the
suck
DEA
it up.
right with them? Oh shit! So it's the
Oh.
big guys.
Maybe he'll see. He'll be suspicious.
He's got a good eye, hopefully.
Jay.
And the cops will probably trace it, following him too.
I thought Mike was gonna be like this epic character in this season.
I
Oh,
bet
come on,
you-
Mikey.
Yeah.
He
don't
doesn't
go in
know.
There. Don't
He
go
doesn't
in. Don't go
know.
in. Look at through. Oh, he's gonna shoot him right then and
Oh my
there. A
God,
silencer.
no.
I don't like it.
They're gonna kill him right then and there. He's not there because he doesn't trust him.
He is so smart.
Oh,
Oh
Bam!
my God.
He is
He's
so
been
good.
talking to him. My goodness, he's.
my favorite killer.
Oh, did he shoot him already? He shot him already. Let's see. Yeah, he has
Oh,
blood
yeah.
behind him.
Oh,
Okay.
And he's still as heck. He was
yeah.
shot.
son of a bitch.
He killed him. Yeah, but you can kind of see.
Oh, so she hired someone
Yeah.
else. She hired someone else to knock him
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, I had a feeling she would.
Oh,
I'm
his
sorry
picture.
about this,
I had a
Mike.
feeling she
I
would.
need the money.
Need the money. Look at
Those
that.
feds, they took it all, man.
Are you ready?
Oh, are you ready?
This is
sucks.
Mike.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's a silencer.
Oh.
No. I thought that was
Alarm. Door alarm.
Tell me she ate her dinner, please.
Well, just she ate everything.
Oh.
She ate her
There
beans,
she is.
She ate her carrots. Really?
Oh,
You
no.
don't want me to
Don't go by her. Don't go by her.
Oh my God.
Jeez. Oof.
For being such a nervous Nellie, she actually handled that very well.
Yeah.
I get it, but oh my God, I hate this.
What are you waiting?
The nanny to leave. You have anything to say to me, now's the time.
Don't shoot me in the face. I don't want my daughter seeing me like that.
Oh my God, this is horrible. I hate this so bad. I can't even watch.
I don't.
Oh my
Don't
God.
keep screaming. My daughter's not thinking I abandoned her.
Shut up.
You have to promise. You have to promise.
Door.
Oh my God, this is so
He
awful.
won't. He won't. He won't.
Oh.
This is so.
You still get your
Chest.
hands on methylamine.
Oh.
Methylamine, Lydia. Can you still get it?
Oh.
Maybe.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh.
Hope he changed his gloves out from Jesse's house.
You still plan to move forward?
Wow. I thought she was so done.
Yeah, I
I
did
did
too.
too.
Oh my gosh, wow.
His
yes.
heart, though, with the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So different.
She's so depressed.
I wrapped some
yeah,
up.
she is.
Oh, look, she's about to cry. Wow. How different.
You know, it gets easier. I promise you that.
To lay with her like that. Like, oh my God.
No, gee, I feel bad for.
I don't know if she's gonna reciprocate.
Yeah.
I think she's afraid now. Like, doesn't know what to do. I'm uncomfortable. Oh my God, this is so. That's what it ends to.
Whoa.
That flew by.
Kind of pull at her for the family part.
That's right. Oh, jeez.
This is getting scarier and scarier. Like, he is in his own world. He's selfish and just putting a blanket over everything. Like, oh yeah, no, it's great.
right,
It'll
he
pass.
And
Not
the
even concerned
repercussions
about
of
her.
killing Gus are like
My
international. So now it's
Yeah.
like the structure's fallen, but now
It's feeding
we have
his
to clean
ego
up.
majorly too.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Wow,
jeez.
I'm so shocked. I mean, I know, again, we saw Walt going down this dark path, but I just didn't think he was going to full on turn dark. I was just in denial this whole time, saying, like, he's going to be, I don't know if I want to say better, but he was going to be, like, more compassionate, although he is selling drugs, and he is feeding people with problems and causing more problems by selling meth on the
Yes,
streets.
definitely.
Right, he thinks he's
He's
the only king in the market now, and he just wants to
That's
go
right,
forward
he's
with it. He's trying to reconnect with Mike, and
Yeah, it's
you know,
all
get
about
Sal
power
on
now.
board.
He's doing all the things that make you bad. Like, he just doesn't care about people anymore. And for him to even talk to Jesse in that manner and to act like, oh yeah, I'm putting in his own
and poor
fantasy.
Jesse,
my-
how he
poor
found
Jesse, that
out
was so
Yeah.
about the cigarette and being there,
Yeah.
and he just was crushed that he almost killed Walt.
That's right.
When
Because
he
he
was
accused him
right,
when
Jesse
he
was
was
right.
He was right.
How
Jesse.
insane! And
Round
Jesse,
and
man,
round.
I
Oh
felt
my
for him in
gosh.
this. They're all great at acting, but like, he was so good in this episode,
He
and
was
him
so
crying
good,
like that, and
yeah.
really just having all that information like
yeah,
absorb. And he was like, I almost freaking killed you. Like, I just wanted to hug him. I wanted to jump over and hug him.
And to think
Oh,
that
yeah,
you know
definitely.
he killed Brock accidentally. What he thought
Yeah.
initially with Brock.
And he could have. Yeah, he
All of
totally
that-
could have. Yeah.
Yeah. So
my gosh.
huge weight off of his shoulders, but at what price? I mean,
That's
here's Walt
right,
again,
Walt.
perceiving that, oh, I'm here for you. We're here together.
Yeah, right.
He is
Yeah.
so smart, and to remove himself from being caring, like, and just to manipulate to get what he wants, he's getting very bad. Because
Yes.
for him to even like find the cigarette that he had and to take out the ricin again, so here we go traveling with this ricin that hasn't been used yet,
Right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
now it's in this freaking outlet, and
Yeah,
to
it is.
put salt
Yeah.
in this one to give to Jesse, and
to
to
make
put
it
it in
look-
his Roomba,
That's
Roomba, and now like, oh yeah, did
my
you check
God.
it again? It's been a week, and to plot all this out to save his
Oh,
own
he's
butt and to
Conniving.
mess with Jesse that way to gain his trust.
Yeah.
Like, that is so
Exactly.
insane. I am
Exactly.
blown. I am so blown by that. Poor Jesse. I really want to say my predictions, but I don't, because I don't know. Maybe later on, if things start to really push that way, maybe I will. But if you guys ask me on Patreon or something, I'll let you know, and you just can't tell me if I'm right. But I just don't want to tell you guys
For
anything.
self-torture.
That's right.
Yeah.
What about Hank now? I kind of
Yes,
thought
thinking.
that he thought, oh, you know,
About
he's
Walt.
been hiding all along under my nose when George was saying about Gus
Mm-hmm.
coming to his home. I mean, look, Gus and Walt are worlds apart. Gus was, you know, he's a philanthropist. He did things. He was a founder of the hospital. I mean, he was on the, not the founder, but he was on the board of the hospital.
That's right.
He was all these things in the community to make his company not be under the radar at all, like
Yeah.
be a phenomenal company in the community.
Yeah.
And
He did a great
hide
job. Mhm.
perfectly, like
Yeah.
on a huge spectrum. Here's Walt a little bit, you know, but
You have to
could
start
grow.
somewhere. Yeah, you got to start somewhere, right?
That's right.
And also with Gus, like, he really did like build it up, and when he was caught by Hank, they were still in denial about it and said, yeah, there's no way. So
Right.
because he did
That's
all
right.
that, you're right, like, he covered everything, and everyone trusted him and did not think that he was this ultimate crime boss, you know. So that was
That's
insane.
right. Right,
But
right.
now that Gus was caught, blew up, and everything was, you know, everyone knows about it now, so no one can do the exact same chain anymore, because of course it's obvious and they're going to be more aware of it. So
Yeah.
I wonder what
and
Walt
you can't
is
do
going
much
to
with
do
a
now.
car wash.
Yeah,
can't
I
do
don't.
much with
That's
a car
right,
Yeah.
for
wash.
sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he will do something there. I don't know what
He
you
might
can do.
he might
but
dump it because he's got $600,000 or whatever into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very curious in how he's going to move forward. But to even just say that to Jesse now, like, what do we do, or do we move forward, or just saying that we're going to actually continue this business now, everything they went through, and
I thought Jesse
no one
was
has a
turning
hit
around
on
like,
them.
I'm not doing anything. I thought he was gonna say,
and he's
I'm
still
done.
pulling Jesse into this. Like, Jesse's such a caring person. He's worried about the race, and I need to find that cigarette.
My
God
gosh.
forbid someone finds it and smokes it or touches it or whatever. I'm like, he is so caring, and here Walt,
Yes.
you know, he's just
Walt.
lying and
Grabs
covering
him.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
we'll be fine. Let's go
yeah.
over to Mike's house. Let's try
Yeah.
to recruit Mike.
And Mike, I really
Well-
do love Mike, as bad as he is with his
Yeah.
job and everything. Like, I want to know what happened with his work as a cop, but
Yeah,
he is
I was
so
gonna say.
strong.
Remember,
like,
he
he's
was
so
like
reserved.
a vigilante, kind of like he killed
Yeah.
a bad guy. You remember?
Kind of something like that, right?
So it was something that he needed to leave the force for, and
Yeah.
so Walt knows that. I mean, Hank knows that as well.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Yeah, Hank is really good at his job, and for him to even just say that
Sure
about
is.
his
He's
granddaughter's account.
amazing. He
And
saw
that
things that the other
really
DEA guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
couldn't
and
see.
it really got to Mike. He knew what to say, and Mike, he knows how to be tough, but when it comes to his innocent little girl, he knew his granddaughter. He's like, no, he goes, but he still held it.
Oh,
He
yeah.
still did not
He
say
did.
anything, but you could
That's
see
right.
it in his
He
face that
basically
he was
walked
so
away, yeah.
Okay.
upset and mad that he actually, you know, knew about that he researched that and figured it out. So I
feel
really
so
thought he
s-
might have said something or taken a deal, but no, it shows how reserved and like strong
And I
Mike
feel
is
so
about his
sorry
beliefs.
for Skylar too.
Skylar,
She's
yeah,
so
I know. I was very
depressed.
worried
Yeah.
about her, and it just stinks because here, Ted, yes, she cheated on her husband, but they were separated, and he's all messed up anyways, and so, like, you know, just
Right.
selfish.
They weren't married in their mind.
Yeah, and so whatever, like, she went on, and she wanted to prove a point to him, like, get out of here, because he's obsessed and wants what he wants, kind of thing, so I don't blame her for what she did, and
Yeah.
yet she's scared of him, of course, because of what happened with Ted, and even though it was an accident, and it was her doing, so it's really... I don't know, but
Yeah,
it's his
it's
money,
really-
and now it's like all bad because men were still sent after him, but then he injured himself on top of that, and she doesn't know all the details, but still it
Right.
just looks bad. So now she's like terrified of him, and for him to kind of cloud it over and be like, well, I know you feel like this about Ted, but it'll get better over time. Like,
Right.
He's
It's
so
almost
like
like when he was
his
talking to
mind.
this. It's almost like when he was
It's like
talking to the student body way back when.
Yes,
Like,
I was-
Oh, it was a plane crash. It's horrible.
I was
Right,
thinking
yeah.
that.
Landing in the
Oh,
yard.
yeah.
Like,
You know what? Planes
don't bother me, kind of
happen
thing.
all the time.
Yeah,
you know?
so
Oh, geez,
shallow.
okay.
Like, oh god, like you're gonna bother me with this now. Like,
He's
you'll
an
get
acid-
over it. It's
He
fine.
keeps telling himself.
So insane. Yeah. And then going back to Mike really quick too, like, for him to really hold it in and not say anything and defending his other guys that she wanted him to kill, and he goes, they're good guys. They know what, they've been well compensated. They're not going to rat us out. They're going to be good and hold strong,
Yeah, what
and
did
for
she
her
do?
to still put a hit on
right.
all these other people without him. I'm like,
11.
I know
And I'm
you're
sure He
nervous.
was the 12th guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Of course, 'cause
He was
gonna
called
get
over.
hit. Yep. He was going to
You
get
know?
2 for 1.
Yeah, exactly. And for her to
my
even do
gosh.
that, and she's like so nervous in the beginning to even like talk to him, and with this whole situation going on of being caught, and for her to actually bring someone else in to put a hit on
That's
everyone
right.
else.
And I had a
You
feeling
really
she was
think he's
gonna
going to
do
let that
something.
go? Yeah, because he's a professional. They're all professionals. You really think he's going to let that go? So that was a major screw up on her end. But I really thought she was going to die there. And Mike does have compassion. Like, he is so far removed from what he does now, but he's still like
When it comes
has
to little
reason.
girls, his
Girls, yeah.
granddaughter and this girl, I mean, yeah, they're like 6 years apart, but
That's right,
they're
yeah.
still a little girl, and that pulled right at his
Oh,
heart.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I really thought he was
to
going to
this-
kill that guy that got shot in the hand. I thought Mike was going to have to
Oh,
take him
Joe.
out when he was like, you understand I need my money. And maybe that was like code because maybe he knew with everything he's been through and shoot me in the hand that
Right,
he
yeah.
already went through a lot and he didn't rat anyone out. So for him to be like, yeah, I need my money, let's meet up. So Mike knew.
yeah, and then
all
when he
along.
called,
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
"Oh, you can just tell he's going to be the one that breaks. He's going to be the one that tells the DEA." And then it wasn't even the DEA. It wasn't even a true call. It wasn't even a real
Yeah,
thing.
but I think, because I think
Oh, my gosh.
He was
that
nervous
he
right
would
from the
never
beginning.
ever, because he already went through all this and was questioned and stuff, that he was going to hold his own anyways. So Mike getting that call that all of a sudden now he's caving, Mike knew, I think, from that point on that he was
yeah.
being at gunpoint or something like that, or
Yeah.
someone was waiting for him. So, but I didn't get that impression at first. I thought Mike was
No.
clueless, and I'm like, he's going to go in and get shot, because I'm like,
Yeah.
but he
He
knew.
walked right up to this. Right up to the sidewalk we just saw. I didn't see a stuffed
Yeah.
animal anywhere. He must have had it in the
That was a Rolly
We
one that he
probably
had in the background with his daughter, right?
right. So he
now I'm
must have
thinking
had
about
it in
it.
his pocket or something. I don't know. It
Yeah,
was pretty
yeah.
big.
Yeah, so he must have had it with him, and just the camera angle. Sometimes maybe we didn't see his hand, maybe he was carrying it or something. But I remember seeing a cat there, but yeah, there was no other toy there, and it was rolling. We did see that with the granddaughter, so I'm like, oh yeah. So I didn't even connect that part. I didn't notice the stuffed animal, but I was so freaked out that I thought it was another stuffed animal there, but it was rolling still or flapping in the wind, but it was rolling, I think. So that was the same stuffed animal. So he did know before he went. Look, we learned something. We discovered something.
Now I have a question. Now, George, is he retiring or are they pushing him to retire?
I don't know.
Because
For
they
the
messed up
longest
the
time,
whole-
for the longest time, I thought he was like on the dark side. I thought he was with Gus, and that's why he was like, no, can't be that or something. But
I
yeah,
think he was
so
just an
it's not.
innocent guy. I just think
he is, yeah.
really believed Gus the whole time, and that's probably why they're saying, you know what, let's just give you a little retirement, early retirement, or.
Yeah, because that was a wrong move on his end to be like, no, in denial that he's not involved in this when he was.
Right.
And to release Hank and everything. And I don't know, like, so he kept doing all these wrong moves when Hank was right. And I know Hank did things he shouldn't have done kind of thing, but maybe that's why they had to push it, because he just really made wrong moves. And I get why, because everyone trusted Gus and didn't think that he was this ultimate guy.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, so now I feel bad for him, because I'm always trying to like think ahead, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe
I know,
he's
is
in
he really
cahoots with
super
him.
nice, or
You know, because for him to be in
Or is he
denial
kind
like
of-
that and not even have an open mind about it, you know, like I thought that was kind of shocking. But yeah, going to Hank again and kind of having that look with Walt, you know, because I totally think you're right there, where he's
I
associating that
think he's
conversation
going to start
now.
thinking.
We see those stairs a lot, and then they don't
Because
go
he's going to
anywhere.
start thinking back, okay, Gail's book, he tried to talk him out of, you know, what he was thinking on Gail's book when they were looking it over together, his notebook. And, you know, he's going to go back. He's a
The
really
biggest
smart
red
guy.
flag is when Walt starts drinking and that freaking dinner they had, and he was like, yeah, I don't think it's done.
That's
I
for
think it was
sure.
someone else. Aha, cocky, you know. And yeah, so I think he's totally going to start piecing this stuff together. And again, it's the last season, so I'm kind of like, okay, things are really going to come down to everyone knowing, everything exposed. So I'm sure Hank is on the right track this time. I don't know really, but I'm assuming he is. But before, we had a lot of close calls with like Walt saying like it's me
So
or
many
whatever.
close calls. Oh my God.
Yeah, so oh my
Hank.
God, you just never know. And then what was it?
I
The
love
initials we saw that
yeah.
one time for Walter, and it wasn't. He's like,
Good
oh,
for
maybe it
him.
means this. Wow, what a show, huh? Keeps you on edge. It's totally not going in a direction I thought. Basically, yes. But I really thought that Walt and Jesse were going to be the dream team of crime and just like do their own thing and be very successful about it or with it. And then all of a sudden like have everyone know about them. And it was going to be like this major crazy thing, like know about them, but Heisenberg and, you know, fake names and whatnot. But I didn't think he was just going to turn dark and
He's
I was
really
obsessed with it.
so much
Risk
more than
people.
just jugs,
Yeah.
making jugs, man.
It's just so crazy because now he's ruining, I mean, he's been ruining his family's lives. And
Right.
but now Skylar's really messed up and she's afraid of him and to sleep next to him now. And she doesn't want to be there. Like, it's
No.
horrible.
No,
and
definitely
of course,
not.
Walt Jr. doesn't know anything yet, which is
He
good.
doesn't. I think they really baby him a lot. I mean, he's a
Yeah.
sweet kid, but they baby him a lot.
Yeah. They do a bit. I know
He is a sweetie.
it's good to be independent, and he is really
yeah.
sweet. He doesn't seem bratty or anything like that. But I know, let me make you breakfast, And I know
Right,
it's a
he
different
doesn't-
generation we're in
Yeah.
now, but
He knows he might start piecing everything together.
yeah.
Who, Walt Jr.?
No? Yes.
I don't know. I think he's
yeah,
pretty.
yeah, maybe.
I think he's pretty oblivious.
Maybe something
thinks
will
his
start
dad is
happening.
great.
Well,
Maybe he'll start to see certain signs. Who knows?
That's what I
But yeah,
mean.
he is pretty
Yeah.
oblivious right now. But then he did see his father break down when he went to go see him in his apartment, and so who knows? But right now, yeah, I don't see him. But who knows? He could all of a sudden have major red flags. You know, he kept like getting so aggressive at Skylar, and maybe he'll be like, "Holy crap!" when he does see something happen or get something exposed, where
Yeah.
he's going to be like, "Oh my God, I've been yelling at my mom
Right,
this whole
and he
time."
doesn't even know about Skylar having an affair, and
Yeah, he doesn't. You're right.
No,
he doesn't know about
that's
that at all, which
so
is
he
good.
doesn't know a lot about his parents at all.
So it's good that they kind of leave all that away from their son, because it kind of
Yeah.
sucks when you
Yeah.
throw your kids into the mix of your turmoil, you know? So that's
Yeah.
kind of good.
Right.
But it's still scary because now Walt's just in it for the money, the power, like how it always goes down. So it just sucks. Like his compassion.
all about him.
Going out the window. Yeah. And Jesse, too, is like a son to him. And at one point, like, we really thought that. And he still cares for Jesse, but Walt's messed up in his own mind, and he in a way he is acting like Gus, where Gus was really good at faking it and being very professional and happy, and yet you can see his face just change and be very intimidating. And with Walt, he has his own way of doing it, where he's like, okay, no problem. No problem. Like talking to Mike about it.
And it works for Jesse.
About it.
Yeah,
it works for Jesse. And Jesse even does a side glancing where I know he does trust Walt, but, because he believes everything he's saying, but at the same time he keeps doing shifty eyes. Like he gets the energy thing. Like he knows, he gets like some things aren't going to work out or whatever, because he kept doing like the eyes towards like Mike and Walt.
Mike and him,
And so, but the way Walt was handling it, and he's like, oh, it's okay. Well, think about it, Mike. Just very... You can tell. I really think he is a ticking time bomb, because it thinks he's already done, and he shot people. Like we've seen so many people shoot people. We've seen Mike kill people. Yes, but for Walt now, this guy who was like an average Joe, and now he's going through all this stuff, and to point blank just shoot people, to like with Jesse with those gang guys and Gus's guys, he just shot them like point blank. One and ran one over, and then that one guy in the lab, like bam, boom, that's it. Like no, like. No feelings, no hesitation, just did it, and then moved on from there. So this is bad.
Look at what Walt did with Brock.
Yeah.
About the little,
and kids, and his neighbor. There's so many things, and Jesse's girlfriend.
I mean, everything. Yes.
He let her die. He made that happen.
Way too much.
And to call the neighbor, I mean, he was worried afterwards, oh, thank God she didn't get shot, but it was his fault that happened. This innocent neighbor to send her over, this innocent freaking kid to get to Jesse to kill Gus, to think Gus did that. This is all freaking messed up. And not as Major, but with, like, intimidating Saul, too, who wanted to get the heck out of there, and now he's forcing him, no, I want to do more, so you've got to stay with me. Like, he's intimidating the crap out of
and
him.
even today he was saying, oh, why don't you just, like,
trying to get back out of it.
Yeah. Take what you learned and get out,
That's right.
Take your losses
he doesn't
and move
want to
on.
be a part of it anymore, and it's just so bad. And Walt's like, no, you're like, this is how we're going to do it. And it's just bad all around. Again, this show is so great, but I'm just so disappointed in Walt. I love Jesse. I don't know what's going to happen with Jesse later on. He's screwing up Jesse's life so bad.
It is, yeah.
Jesse's just going to do whatever he says now because he feels so bad. He's got guilt now.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I could have killed you.
He knows how to manipulate.
It's follow you wherever you go.
We have to have each other's backs, because Gus knew how to divide them, and now like Walt's like, no, I'm going to bring him back with me in any way I know how, to like recondition him.
It'd be interesting with this whole investigation. Now it's international. Now they've got the larger company. What's it called, Madrigal?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, now they have that, under scrutiny. Who other people are they going to find out in that company that knew about what the partner of Gus's was doing?
Yeah.
And Gus,
So insane. And in the beginning with that, too, it was funny because I'm like, this guy's scary. He's so intimidating. He probably was at some point, but not nearly as bad as Gus. But
and we should have known with the chicken nuggets.
I didn't even think that.
I was just thinking dressing. Okay, what's this dressing?
I know, my mind went, okay, it's a new season, so maybe we're going to have a new bad guy in this or something.
Yeah,
so I was like, okay, well, maybe this is the new bad guy. It's going to be competition for Walt. And then he's eating chicken nuggets. I didn't even think that. I'm like, so he likes chicken nuggets, and maybe he's a sauce guy, and maybe he has to so I might even
I'm looking at all the lab coats, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's science. Maybe Walt's going to do something with a bigger lab. Maybe he got, with somebody. No.
Yeah, and then when the girl came in and started saying, okay, well, before that I was like, okay, well, this guy's just not happy, and he's mad, and he's going to leash out, and these guys are scared of him, so, and I thought, something really bad on his end, he was going to get violent or something, and then when that girl came in and said, okay, 3 guys are waiting for you, I'm like, oh, God, maybe he's going to die, maybe there's going to be a gang fight, I don't know, and then come to find out it's a DEA, FBI, whatever, and then for him to just kill himself.
He had more things on his mind.
Yeah, and so when he was walking away and kind of like a zombie and whatever, and then he started sweating, I'm like, no, he's done, he thinks he's going to die, so he committed suicide. Because he knew he was going to get out of that.
Whoa, my God.
Hopefully it was quick. It seemed quick enough, but just to wait for it, and you're hearing the the defibrillator go off. Yeah, and then defibrillator. But when you hear it go off, and it's like, oh my God, just the anticipation of it, and you're like, you're going to die in a second. And how's it going to feel? Is this scary? And then the toilet flushing right after. I love this show. It's so messed up, and it's so funny in how they film everything. So I think we will end it there, guys. It's such a great show, and we always have so much to say. I think this show and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. we do tend to ramble a lot about, but this show definitely, because it's so freaking good.
Oh yeah, there's so many
they're all good
points.
That's right.
Yeah, this is so amazing. No fillers. It just keeps on moving forward, and it keeps You
to
know,
the
like,
darker side.
yeah, and I can't predict what's going to
Walt.
happen. And I'm glad about that. But some things I can, but other things I'm like, wow, it just really throws me for a loop because I just didn't expect it. And it's just really good. Oh my God. Yeah, the acting in this is phenomenal. And
I think it's going to get a lot more tense between Hank and Walt.
I really
Yeah,
think so
definitely.
too. I really want to tell you my prediction, but I know you guys are probably like, what the freak, just say it, but I don't, because I really think if I'm right, it's going to ruin it for you guys. So we'll see, because this is insane and it tricks me every time. So once we get there, I will say, but if you guys want to private message me through Patreon or something, I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And, you know, but just don't tell me. I'm kind of worried about saying that too, because I'm so afraid someone's going to foreshadow. Like, I don't want you to say, oh, it might happen. Oh, I don't know, wink, wink.
Really?
Like, I don't want
Didn't you
anything
see
like that.
ya?
Yeah, or like, oh, well, you know, this and maybe, like, some people like try to like foreshadow or just say certain things to kind of already hint to me. So we'll see. Anyways, I love you guys. I love you guys. And I'm glad you're doing well, Kimmy. And we'll just take it day by day. We hope you guys are staying healthy as well. Be nice to each other. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Love you girls too.
Love you.